Hey guys, we are back for round two. It's a pretty crazy round one, but we managed to pull out the win, so hopefully we can get this one too. We won the roll, so we'll play. This looks like a pretty good hand. Not really sure how good Dualcaster Mage is, but I guess we'll see in this game, won't we? Impulse can get us something good too. This finished, okay. So I'm just gonna minus that for now. I guess I'll quit out of it now that it's saved. This is just my recording of round one. And this is the audio recording that's going now. Okay. Yeah, so let's just play our land at pass. That's our turn, no. Let's see, do I want Impulse or Jitte here? I think we have a nice curve of Dualcaster into Jitte Equip, into Conscripts, so I think I'd rather Impulse here. We could represent Counterspell with Shivan Reef, but no reason to represent Counterspell when we actually have it in our deck and could draw it and then be representing something that we have. Especially if we find it with Impulse and want to take it. Probably passing here. Yep, so it's Impulse. See what we hit. Okay, Phantasmal Image, Imperial Recruiter, Wildfire. Recruiter's probably just going to get something like Image. Wildfire is a long way away and doesn't seem to be the best with our hand. I think I'm just going to take the Image here. It's a very powerful card. And then next turn we just leave up our Dualcaster. He's blue-red, so he probably has a lot of spells, which is pretty good. Hopefully he plays something sweet that we can copy. I mean, I doubt he will. Maybe he's doing something, though. What is this? I hope it's not a creature. Well, it wasn't a creature, but it's also not something we can copy. That's a pretty powerful card. Nothing we can do here. What's he have in his yard? Just the Tarn, right? Yeah. We can flash in Dualcaster just to get in with Jitte, but I think we'd rather... That's interesting. Because that does put some pressure, definitely put some pressure on him. I think we have to get aggressive here because we have a Conscripts and an Image in hand, so we can just like image our Conscripts. Yeah, we're just going to play Dualcaster as a 2-2 with Flash just so that we can get in with Jitte and put some pressure on. It's not really the most conventional line, but I think it'll work pretty well for us. Oh, Sapphire is okay. But we can't really... Yeah, we can't really do anything with the Recurring Nightmare. So we're just going to keep that as a secret, go Jitte Equip. Hopefully he doesn't do something too insane here. We do have an Image if he like reanimates a big fatty, which is pretty good. And now that we have counters on Jitte, we can't really ever F6 anymore. He's passing, okay. Tamio, that's solid. We can cut him off of black, so that's probably pretty good. I think that's our plan this turn. Let's just start by attacking. We really want him to play a creature that we can conscripts and image. Next turn, I think we can even do both. Maybe just kill him with our counters on Jitte and stuff. So yeah, let's go. I don't think taking one is as important as not revealing that we have 7 mana next turn, so I'm going to take one, especially against his deck, which doesn't seem to be super aggressive. Save Tamio resolves. She probably won't, but that's fine. Because that means that we can kind of go combo finish next turn. Daze. Yeah, I guess we could have played around that with the Mox Sapphire. I'm not sure if that was worth it. Honestly, we probably should have played the Sapphire. Saves us a life and plays around Daze and Force Spike. So I guess that was a mistake, most likely. Hopefully he just plays a big creature here. Nice, juicy creature. Electrolyze. That is not a creature, but we can just save this, so it's not a big deal. He's just cycling, basically. At some point, 2/3/3 haste just become lethal. Okay, this Thundermaw should do the trick nicely. You know, it's trying to dead him. Maybe we should play the Sapphire to play around Force Spike, actually. Okay, yeah, let's just attack him. He might have a Wrath. No reason to attack a Ajani Vengeant here, given that our opponent does not currently have an Ajani Vengeant. In fact, it would be illegal for him to have one, since our last opponent had an Ajani Vengeant. So he is definitely dead next turn, which is definitely good. One annoying thing is that it doesn't actually show you the counters on Jitte, and I don't know how to figure that out. I mean, I think there's 5 right now, but it's hard to tell, and it's easy to forget sometimes. So we won that game. That's good. We didn't really see much of his deck, just a Recurring Nightmare and no creatures, which is a little bit weird. I don't really think there's anything we can board based on that, so I'm just going to submit. See where this goes. Our deck is actually performing pretty well. It's pretty solid. It can dead people out of nowhere with the copies and the dragons. One sweet deck I saw had Kiki-Jiki and Dragon. It also had the twin combo, but it's even sweeter to Kiki-Jiki a Dragon, in my opinion. This is a keep. We've got a looter to find our lands. Dualcaster to disrupt him, I guess. So we have to remember that he has daze. That's important. Important information. Our deck is kind of weird, but it's working. What is this? Brain Maggot. Okay. So that'll be pretty good against us. Probably gonna... I have no idea what he's gonna take, actually. It really depends on his hand. Like, you could take the looter, but we do have enough lands to cast our spells, probably. We can also just metamorph the Brain Maggot, maybe eat one of his cards. Not sure what he takes. We have a decent amount of redundancy in this hand, kind of. He took the looter, yeah. Probably the best choice, I think. Just going to play Mountain Pass, nothing for us to do. Hopefully he doesn't have too much going on in his hand. Okay. So, still kind of a tough decision for him. Not really anything amazing that he can take. Usually, hands would get totally ripped apart by the two of these in combination. But, to be honestly, we're probably pretty fine here. Let's see what we draw next. Tutor, okay, so that's not really going to do much. We can leave up Dualcaster to maybe flash in and block. That seems pretty good. Or we can copy one of these. I think we probably want the Dualcaster just you know, I would probably flash it in and block these guys anyway. Gets us value. If we metamorph in, you know, he has 4 cards, which isn't enough that taking one of them will totally wreck him, probably. So I think we're just going to leave up the Dualcaster for now. If he casts a Sweet Instant or Sorcery before combat, I would be more than pleased. No Rod. That doesn't do that much against our deck, but I'm glad he boarded it in. I'm going to allow that. And I probably want to block the Brain Maggot first. But yeah, we are going to flash in. Yeah, okay, he didn't attack. Smart. We don't really want to flash this in. We're kind of just keeping him from doing anything really here, because he can't really cast any instant or sorcery. He really just has to cast creatures, and clearly he doesn't have a 4-mana creature. Otherwise he would have played it, so... And end of turn, I think we can Lightning Strike one of these guys. It's probably the Brain Maggot. Hopefully he doesn't have like an instant that he can do here. That's fine, we get our looter back. Drew a land. Question is, do we want to just keep leaving up our Dualcaster? I think that's probably correct. Yeah, I mean, he can't really do anything, so... there's really no point in us doing it. If he casts a powerful creature, we have plenty of ways to take advantage of that, so there's really nothing that can go wrong here with this plan. Modus being a little slow. Here we go. Maybe he's going to be smart enough to attack us? No? Dumb enough, rather? Yeah, no point in doing anything. So here's the point where we could slam him with the dragon. But he probably has a counterspell. I think I just want to play the looter out. Because we can still leave up Dualcaster here, and we can just start getting advantage every turn by looting. Discard our tutor, probably. What's he doing here? Click. That's a good one. Nothing we can really do about that. It's a disruptive creature that kind of plays the role of a spell. I wonder what he's going to take, if he's going to take anything. It might be Sower, if he doesn't have an answer for that. But if he does have an answer for it, we can't play Sower and Dualcaster. Yeah, he took Sower. Okay, so he probably doesn't have removal. And we drew a Freet, which is pretty good if we draw a land that we can block the click with, and then start beating down. Nothing we can do about it this turn, though. And we can, draw a land off our looter if we want to, discarding the tutor. What is this? Grave Titan, Gravy Train. Okay, so we're probably going to want to copy that next turn, pretty obviously. But nothing we can really do now. Yeah, I don't think we want to cast Dualcaster end of turn. Jitte is pretty good. Let's attack first. Just see what we hit. We are a bit behind on time just because Modus being kind of slow, but we should be fine. Discard a card. Recruiter turns up a image, so I think we'll go with that. We could just Recruiter up the image now. That seems pretty good. Gives us one more blocker, sort of. Yeah, so we got image. I mean, we could get Sower, but we can't cast that till next turn, so I think image is more powerful. And we're getting a Gravy. Grave Train. Hopefully he doesn't have a way to kill our image. And then we can just Metamorph next turn and be way ahead in those terms. We don't want to equip Jitte to image. That's an important thing to remember. And we are getting beaten down by this click, so we want to either get Jitte or a Freet down to block that thing. This is probably killing our image. Yep, that's fine. We can't really actually block the 6/6 this turn, which is rather unfortunate, but we can chump it. I think we'll probably chump it, and then we copy it next turn. Yeah, I think chumping it is good here. 6 life is a lot, and our 1/1 isn't really doing anything with all these 2/2s laying around. Okay, so we've got 5 mana here. We can play Jitte and Metamorph, we'd have to pay 2 life, but I think that's fine. I think that's probably our best option. Get another copy. Matching him step for step. We are a bit behind on life, but we do have more cards in hand, so that's going to be our advantage. And even if he kills our Grave Titan here, we can block his Grave Titan now, so he's not going to be getting insane amounts of value. Although I really do hope he can't. I guess we should have looted first. I really do hope he can't, though, because that does set us really behind, and then our life total starts becoming really relevant. Discard a card here. Discard the Dualcaster. We're not really leaving out much mana anymore. We're just trying to tap out to utilize the cards in our hand to the best of our ability. Oh, you know what? Null Rod actually turns off our Jitte. That's important. forgot about that just because we don't have that much artifact mana. I was kind of thinking Null Rod was blank, so that's actually a pretty big deal. Tamiyo can tap down the Click, which is pretty good, but we can also just Storm Breath or Efreet that thing. Our turn. Okay. Let's see. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I think the 5-drops are pretty inefficient this turn. We can just go Efreet and Impulse, which I think is better. Let's start by looting, though. We could also attack with Grave Titan. That gets us ahead on zombies. I think that's probably pretty good. He's probably going to block with his zombies, but that's fine. He might block with 4, just because we might have Lightning Strike or something. Yeah. Okay, so we get all 4 zombies. That's good. Yep. That's fine. Deal 1 to all of them. So we got some value off of that, and we get to loot. Counterspell. That is a good one. I guess we discard Impulse here, just because we're not going to have the time to cast it. And then we play out our Efreet. This does make us, lose some life, so we're going to have to kill him pretty quickly if we can, but we should be able to. Oh, wait, we have to take a damage too. I think this is worth it, though. Or I guess we don't have to take a damage right away. We can just take it if we counterspell. It would be really nice to have Jitte on here, just so that we can gain some life back, but what can you do? The question is, how quickly can we kill him, given that we're losing 1 life a turn? Show and tell. Artifact, creature, enchantment, or land. This looks like bad news. I think we have to counter that. It might just be counter bait, but I don't think we can really afford to let him put in an Eldrazi or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. He could have like a Griselbrand. I mean, it definitely could be counter bait, and we can put in a Storm Breath. How quickly does that dead him? We can't put in the Tamiyo to tap that down, but we can tap it down the next turn. I think actually we let him resolve this. It might just be bait. Because we do have Tamiyo to tap down like a big Eldrazi or something. Okay then. I'm not sure if we can Tamiyo that, but hopefully we can. I was not expecting him to have Emrakul. Attacking with Grave Titan. We just want to block with 3 of these guys. Or actually, maybe we can only block with 1. And then, let's see, next turn we Tamiyo tap Click, hit him for 7. It really depends on if we can... I mean, we're dead if we can't tap the Emrakul with Tamiyo. I think we just have to block with 3 zombies here. We've used our image in our Metamorph, so we can't copy him either. Yeah. That was pretty unfortunate. He had to have basically exactly Emrakul to kill us, because I think we can't tap the Emrakul with Tamiyo, but we'll see. Flame Tongue, what does that do? How many permanents do we have? Can we sack 6 and leave a flyer up to chump and still attack him for enough? I don't think so. Flame Tongue does let us leave up Counterspell, but he is top decking. So let's see. If we Flame Tongue the Vendilion Click, then we sack like all our lands. So we Flame Tongue the Click, attack with all our things. He can't really give us conscripts because then we just sack our non-lands and block Efreet on the Emrakul and then steal it. I think Flame Tongue's actually the better play here. We don't want to do that. 2, 3, 4. Get the Click, attack with our dragon. And we might survive this. I haven't actually done the math, but at this point it's kind of tough to just do the math. So we can't really attack with anything, I guess. Can we? He just blocks. We can attack with, like, everything. Then he blocks Storm Breath, takes 3, 4, 5. Well, he blocks with 2 of our zombies on here, so he takes 5, 6, goes to 10. And then we have 1, 2. Yeah, we can't really attack here actually. That's unfortunate. We can attack with looter obviously, but I mean I would have tried to go for the Tameo tapping Emrakul, but I don't think it'll work. Discard this mountain. And let's just hope that we're not dead here. We very well might be, but the Annihilator 6 is just so big. Okay, so the question is, what do we sacrifice? Let's see, if we sacrifice all our lands, is he dead next turn? He's taking 7, he can block here, here, here. So he can take 7, 8, 9, 10. So that doesn't dead him. We have to sack 6, so we basically have to sack 5 while sacking Vegetae. We can sack Looter. And then, how many of our lands do we keep? What do we have in our deck that we can draw? Because it would have been Image or Metamorph, but those are gone. We can draw Thundermaw. I don't know if that does anything. We can draw Sower, but I don't think that can take Emrakul. So we're really low on stuff to draw here. What do we sacrifice? What do we sacrifice? I think we have to keep our lands just in case Tameo can tap Emrakul. I think that's probably our out. So we have to sacrifice. Basically, we have to keep 5 lands. So this is 1, 2, 3, and we're chumping Emrakul, obviously. So 4, 5, 6. I guess we just sack the zombies. I guess that's right. And we chump here. And hope that Tameo can tap him. Colored spells. Maybe Tameo can tap Emrakul. Maybe I'm just being stupid. Buried Alive. I mean, we're not going to have this up next turn, so we might as well do it now. Right? No, actually, that's dumb. Because if he draws a reanimation spell the turn after next, yeah, I'm going to let this resolve. Maybe Tameo can just tap Emrakul and we can get there on this one. That's kind of embarrassing if I should have done it the previous turn, but we should still probably pull this out. He can attack with the Fiend. Tameo takes 4. What did he search for? Okay, just those 2. Maybe we leave back Stormbreath? No, because then he's dead next turn, right? 4, no, goes to 11, that's 9. Let's just see if Tameo can tap Emrakul first. And then we probably leave back both of our guys. Okay, so that worked. Hopefully it doesn't top deck anything great, and we are probably still in business. We're leaving back both of our guys now. Next turn we Thundermaw hit him, probably. We'll see. It's kind of embarrassing that I didn't Tameo earlier, but I really didn't think it would work. Okay, let's keep this guy tapped first and foremost. We could keep up Counterspell, but nah, I think, well, let's see. If we attack with Stormbreath, then we leave up Counterspell. What could he get in his yard? Could he get anything that could kill? No. I think we just have to go with the Thundermaw here. And attack him. If we attack him with both, then he attacks back. We can block one of these. Tameo takes 3. And then, yeah, he's dead. So I think we attack him with both here, even though it's a little bit scary. Just dead him next turn, make him draw a card this turn. What is it? Okay. I think that means we win. Oh no, he drew a card with it, so it could be something good. Okay, he's digging. This is a little bit scary. He has a reanimation spell. He can hit us for 5 and then reanimate Inferno Titan. That might have done it, actually. This might be bad news. We do have a game 3 to go to. Worst comes to worst. At least I'm pretty sure we won the first game. I can't remember totally, but I think we did. It's a nervous moment. Hopefully he just scoops here. But yeah, a reanimation spell kills us. A direct damage spell kills us. An untap something spell, but that's more unlikely. What do you have? A removal spell keeps him alive for a turn. And he can hit us down. So that actually might do it. But we could draw cards with Tamiyo, possibly hit like a burn spell. No, although our lightning strike's in the yard, and I don't think we brought in our other cards. This is scary. A removal spell probably means we're dead. Although we could wildfire. Just have Tamiyo. It's probably not very good, but it might be the only way you can survive if he has a removal spell. That is if we draw land, of course. It does keep our Thundermaw around, but he's removing the Thundermaw, I'm guessing, so. What do you have, buddy? What do you have? He's taking a long time. There's probably some permutations he's thinking about, I guess. So it probably means that he's not dead. And that means if he's not dead, we are probably dead. Although, it's not certain. He only has 15 cards in his library. We have 16. This game has gone on pretty long. I hope if he has a removal spell or something, he's just attacking my Tamiyo, because that gives me an extra turn. I mean, honestly, he probably has to attack me. Okay, he kept one. What could it be? If he lets us untap, then we can counter it. Where's he going? He's going at Tamiyo. Okay, so maybe he has a burn spell for Tamiyo, but then he's still dead. I'm glad he went for Tamiyo, though. What is this? He's not letting us untap, so we can't counter it, which is unfortunate. Reanimate targeting click. So we win? We can just tap it and hit him? He's at 3. So he's dead even still. He's got no cards. So yeah, I think we just win here. Can't we just attack? Yeah, let's just attack, right? I'm not missing anything. Nope, no cards in hand. Three life on his side. Dead, bro? We won. Okay, awesome. I will see you guys in the next round. That was a pretty close one.